all my viewers, a quick request, please subscribe. Most of you watch without subscribing. To support the channel, hit the subscribe and like buttons. It's free and it makes a huge difference. Thanks. Brooke Carol Wilberger. Quiet, shy, yet incredibly kind and selfless. Born on March 20th, 1985 in Utah, Brooke was the youngest of 5 siblings. Raised in a deeply religious Mormon family, she grew up with strict moral values and an unwavering sense of faith. She wasn't antisocial, but she never sought attention either. Her friends said she lived for others, always putting her own needs second. From a young age, she volunteered at church, babysat children, and helped poor families. Everyone around her spoke of her generosity. In high school, she excelled academically, especially in writing and the arts. In 2003, she enrolled at Oregon State University. Her dream was to study international relations, perhaps become a diplomat, or work for humanitarian organizations. Moving to Corvallis was both exciting and intimidating, so different from her quiet hometown in Utah. But Brooke remained the same, trustworthy, humble, kind-hearted. Professors saw great potential in her. Her family was proud. No one could have ever imagined that at just 19 years old, her life would be cut short in the most brutal way. May 24th, 2004. A seemingly ordinary spring day in Corvallis. Brooke had stepped outside the apartment where she was staying with her sister. She was cleaning, emptying trash bins, straightening laundry lines. The sun was shining. Neighbors saw her, some even exchanged greetings. And then, silence. Within minutes, Brooke vanished. Her cleaning bucket, supplies, and even her shoes were left behind. A bottle of sunscreen lay uncapped on the ground. When her mother couldn't reach her by phone, she grew worried. Friends tried calling too, but there was no answer. Hours later, police were notified. This wasn't a runaway case. Brooke's car was parked. Her phone, wallet, everything she needed was still there. For those who knew her, it was clear. Brooke would never just leave. By nightfall, her family was pleading with police. Find our daughter. She wouldn't disappear. Ever. And thus began one of the largest search operations Oregon had ever seen. In the first week, hundreds of volunteers searched around Corvallis for Brooke. Forests, riverbanks, parking lots, everywhere was combed. Police requested FBI assistance. Dogs, helicopters, thermal cameras were deployed. News outlets made it front-page headlines. Missing student, young woman vanishes without a trace. Every day, Brooke's family stood before cameras, delivering messages filled with hope. Brooke, we love you. We're looking for you. We will never give up. But as days turned into weeks, hope began to fade. There were no leads, no suspicious vehicle, no credible witnesses. It was as if Brooke had vanished into thin air. Even the FBI was baffled. Such a massive search, so many volunteers, and yet zero clues. That silence became the family's greatest nightmare. From 2004 to 2008, Brooke's family lived each day clinging to hope. Every tip was investigated, every suspect followed. Nothing. The family preserved her room exactly as it was. On her birthdays, they left an empty chair at the table. In 2008, the FBI uncovered a lead. Joel Courtney, linked to another assault case in a different state, had been in Oregon at the time of Brooke's disappearance. His profile fit perfectly. Violent, a convicted sex offender, aggressive. During interrogations, Courtney was calm, almost cold. But years later, when confronted with evidence, he confessed. He had abducted Brooke, sexually assaulted her, and killed her. He buried her body in rural Oregon. For the family, it was devastating, but also a tragic relief. The uncertainty was over. In 2009, Brooke's remains were recovered, and she was finally laid to rest. But the haunting question remained. Why? Why was this innocent young life stolen so cruelly? In 2009, Joel Courtney's confession shocked everyone. But the legal process, as always, was long and painful. Prosecutors charged Courtney with aggravated murder, kidnapping, and sexual assault. The courtroom was packed. The family sat in tears, staring at the man accused of destroying their lives. Joel Courtney remained calm, almost indifferent, as if his crimes were just another part of his existence. The prosecution laid out his past, a man with a long history of sexual violence, assaults, threats, multiple times imprisoned, yet always released back into society. Brooke's case became more than a trial. It was a test of justice for all of Oregon. Her mother testified, "We cannot bring our daughter back, but we want justice so no other family suffers like we do." In the end, Joel Courtney was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For Brooke's family, it was a measure of peace, but no sentence could ever bring back their daughter's smile. Brooke's loss was more than just a family tragedy. For Oregon, and for many across the United States, it became a wake-up call. Her family dedicated themselves to helping others. They supported families of missing children, spoke at seminars, and fought for stronger safety measures. The Mormon community honored Brooke by creating scholarship funds and establishing awards in her name for university students. Important questions emerged. Why were repeat sex offenders constantly released? Why had the system failed to protect young women? Brooke's story even reached political arenas. Oregon passed new laws for missing persons cases, and law enforcement agencies received better resources. Her mother's words echoed through society. "Our daughter is gone, but we will keep fighting for other children." Years have passed, but Brooke's name has never been forgotten. Her quiet, selfless spirit continues to inspire. Each year, memorial ceremonies are held. At the university, a tree planted in her honor still stands tall. Students passing by pause in silent respect. For her family, grief never truly ended, but they found strength in spreading Brooke's light to others. Her story remains a warning. Even in places we think are safe, danger can exist. And even today in Oregon, a mother tells her daughter, "Remember Brooke, be careful, because a single moment of neglect can change a life forever." Brooke Carol Wilberger is not only a tragic loss, she is a name etched in memory, in the pursuit of justice, in love and hope. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.